So I know it has been a while since I last updated my vlog. I've had some very good news and some very tragic news. And I think first what I'm going to do is just talk about where I've been. So you probably noticed that my background is completely different to normal. I seem to have different bed, different setup in the room. That's because I'm in a different room. I had to move out for June the 1st and I spent the last 2 weeks cleaning, tidying, with my housemate getting the house ready that we were in to move out. I've been living in this new place. This will be my third night tonight and I actually really like it. I am for the minute just here for over summer. I'm not sure if I'll get to stay on or not. I hope I will. But with everything going on in the world, nothing can be confirmed or certain for pretty much anything at the minute. So that's kind of been part of it. I've been having to move stuff, pack stuff, wash stuff, make sure I've not forgotten anything, tidy, scrub, clean, all of that stuff, but it's done. Everything's moved over, we've got it all sorted. And I've somewhere to live for the next little bit anyway, at least. I've also had a lot of uncertainty regarding what I'm going to be doing next year for college. I'm hoping to stay on. The plan so far is to stay on, but if we go to blended learning, there's a big chance it's going to impact on me quite negatively. I haven't done well this semester with blended learning, so we're just going to have to see what happens. I put a lot of weight on, partly because of some of the medication I've been on, and it does bother me quite a lot that I'll get new stretch marks on a week of having none, and I am not a size that I'm really uncomfortable with for myself, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying to help with that. I've had my medications changed. I'm really starting to suffer side effects of sore heads and the rest of it. However, I know I'm also wrecked. I know that my hip is getting steadily worse and I'm probably going to need to get something pretty big done for it. I'm fairly sure I know what's wrong because I've had an inflamed bursa before and I'm fairly sure it's that, it's just not going away. So there is a chance that it's going to have to be drained, all this stuff, but that's fine. It just means that one of my legs is kind of a bit more swollen than the other. And on top of that, my grandfather passed away last week, which I haven't really had the time to kind of come to terms with. And we weren't particularly close, but I have lots and lots of memories of him, and I know it's going to hit me in the upcoming months and weeks of things of I won't get a birthday card from him this year, and I'll get a Christmas card, and I'll get a text just checking up on me and that kind of stuff. He was very sick. He had cancer and he was deemed to be in remission, and then it came back much more aggressively, and I just thought we'd have a little bit more time with him, but we didn't. And then obviously, due to the situation the world is in, I can't get to his funeral, so that's quite hard for me and my family, obviously. And yeah, I have days at the minute where I kind of feel a little bit sort of just not too sure on things, and I know I'm going to miss him a lot. I already do miss him a lot, and I know I have a check that he gave me for my birthday actually that I never cashed, and I don't think I ever will cash it because it doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. And so yeah, that has impacted on me a lot too, and I think a lot more than I'm willing to admit sometimes. And I think I'm a lot more upset than I really am letting on at the minute too about it, because I just haven't had the chance to think, because moving has been such a big thing. So yeah, that's probably the tragic news, the bad news. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a lot of pain pretty much all the time at the minute, which is normal. New medication, which has been horrible to change onto, but have to do it, and hopefully it'll help with the weight loss. It's hard to say if I'm already noticing a difference. The biggest difference, I no longer have really bad heartburn. I just sweat so much more now. I kind of wish I didn't. I feel a lot more positive where I am. I don't know how much is a new house, a new lighter house, a new nicer house than the one I was in, whatever, and how much is just, I don't know. It's hard to say. Tina she had to get a bit of rehab done. I think she put her pelvis out and she's a bit off in her paw. So the chiropractor came out. He's really good, really, really good. I know a lot of people don't like him and all this. This guy, he knows his stuff. He actually used to adjust her father, so he's familiar with her breeding and her bloodlines. And he adjusted her. She was nearly lame in her walk. I kind of suspected she was off for a little bit, and then she was off. And so he adjusted her, and the improvement was huge. And they had to then hand walk her and long line her, and she's only just back into work, so she's only just hacking at the minute, which is fine. Her partner's had her the last 2-3 days just so I get the move sorted and all that done. So I'll have her again 31st, I think. And yeah, she's going well. She's her usual self. She got her teeth done as well, and the dentist said her teeth, she wasn't awful, but she had a few hooks that needed gone and some really sharp bits, and he said basically, yeah, you're not going to get any flat work done with a horse with a mouth like this. And he liked her. He said she had a lovely, lovely attitude and was lovely behaved, and God love her, she put up with all of it. She really did. He had it was the electric drills and stuff, and she wasn't sedated or anything. She didn't really move or try and hide. She just you could see she wasn't happy and she wasn't too sure of it, but she stood there, she tolerated it. At one point she was dropping her head down into it as if to kind of be like, just put up with it. There's 1 or 2 points you could see just towards the end. I think it was more thing she'd kind of had enough, and her mouth was starting to feel weird because she did need quite a bit of stuff filed down. And then she had to have 2 days off after that, just because, as the dentist said, she's had a lot of changes in her mouth, getting rid of all the sharp edges. Just give her a day or 2 to adjust, and then just don't, when you're riding her, don't ask a lot from her. Be very soft with her, which absolutely perfect with where she is in her rehab at the minute of just hacking really and doing a bit of walks and a couple of walks and trots, and she's looking really good. I jumped on her the other day and just took her for a bit of a walk down the driveway, and she felt really good. And considering her teeth hadn't been done at this point, she was starting to come around and you could feel her pushing from behind, so very, very pleased with her. And just have to keep it up and building her up slowly. She's already put a bit of muscle on. I'm going to keep long lining her, purely because it seems to work really well for her. Maybe long line her once, twice a week, see how that goes. And yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's doing really well. And the other big news, I guess, is Barney may be coming back into work. He's been retired for 2 years, and I'm at the point now where I'm really tempted to go and pull him in from the field and get him trotted up and put him on a circle and see how he looks. And if he's come sound, we might then start lunging him and long lining him once, twice a week, see what he looks like. And if after say a month or 2 of this he's still looking good, maybe get a saddle on him. I don't actually have a saddle to fit him at the minute because I sold both of his, but I'm sure Tina's Jeep, her trunk saddle might fit him, but it's a medium. He's no muscle. It'd take him a bit, put a saddle on him and possibly jump on him. Realistically, if he gets 3 rides and then he's lame again, it's fine, he can go back out to the field. I'm not planning to have him ever in full work again, but just hacking and stuff would be quite nice. And if it means it's going to be easier for me to find a lone home for him because he can hack, then I might do that. He's not a young horse, he's an old horse. He'll be 20 next year, but it would just be nice. And I think as well, because he does have arthritis, it might help him a little bit just to keep him moving a bit more. And I know I've heard where he's kept that he looks very, very sound, and when I've seen him, he looked very sound. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but it would be nice. He could never be used in a lessons program or anything, but I know where he's kept they do a lot of therapy, and even if it was a thing of he could be used a little bit as a therapy horse. That would be ideal too. He's not nasty. He's got a lovely look about him, and he's gentle enough. So you never know. We'll see. And that's pretty much a life update for the minute. Hopefully we'll have more interesting stuff. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers. I know not a lot of my people watch these when there's no riding clips. I'm gonna try and get a couple of clips of our long lining and our hacking and stick them in somewhere and try and make this channel more live and a bit more interesting. But at the minute I just need to get videos out, and I have some really good news to share, but I think that's for another time, and a less upsetting, depressing, not so good update. Which reminds me, I'm on new medication. I have a sore head. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the side effects, and to add to it, there's a chance I might react to this medication that I'm on, so it's all a bit horrific at the minute in that side of things, and I'm very, very, very stressed about quite a lot of things right now too. But good things are happening, and I did my tarot yesterday that said I'm going to be exactly where I need to be. Things are going to go fine, so yeah, we'll get there. And for everyone else struggling, you'll get there too. It just might take a while, and all we can do is stick together. Maybe do your tarot. I don't know. I can completely 100% do horsey tarot readings if anyone wants to. Quite good at them sometimes. I do myself very well. Did Kevin okay. Done friends very well. So if anyone wants horsey tarot, hit me up. I'll do a vlog on it and how to read basic tarot. Not that I can remember, I've forgotten half of it, but yeah, why not? Bit different. Probably sadly people don't understand is the whole tarot mysticism thing. I'm actually kind of clued in on it. I get weird vibes and stuff and dreams, and yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now because it's kind of sad, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I've always been kind of into that stuff, and tarot especially I get pretty good. Anyway, that's off on a tangent. Thank you everyone for your support and for subscribing and everything else. Hopefully next time a video won't be as boring. It will just be me sitting talking and boring people, because I know these don't get watched, so I can literally say anything and nobody will care. And I think the next vlog won't just be this boring long update. It rambles and goes off on tangents. I might do something with the tarot. I might do something on Tina. I might do something else on Tina. I need to send her passport off. It might even be Barney coming back into work. Who knows? But should be more interesting than this, and hopefully my hair will be a bit pinker, and I might be even a little bit more settled into this place. So yeah, enjoy, and hopefully we'll have a vlog every week. I'm aiming for either every Friday or every Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure yet, and yeah, enjoy.